Here with my daughter Paulina to share an exciting new project. Over the years, we've talked to a ton of young people about what they really want to know about relationships.
It's difficult to know who you are and what you want, especially as a teenager. And not everyone has access to an expert in their house like I did. Of course, it wasn't like I was always that receptive to that advice.
Right, no kidding.
But now we have written the book on consent. It is called It Doesn't Have to Be Awkward, and it explores relationships, romantic relationships, and sex.
It's a great guide for teens, parents, and educators to go beyond the talk and have honest and meaningful conversations. It Doesn't Have to Be Awkward will be on sale September 21st.
You can order your book anywhere books are sold. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, and of course your independent local bookstore. Links are available on drdrew.com.
So pre-ordering the book will help people, well, raise awareness, obviously, and it'll get that conversation going early so more people can notice this and spread the word of positivity about healthy relationships. So if you can, we would love your support by pre-ordering now.
Totally. And as we said before, this is a book that both teenagers and their parents should read.
Read the book, have the conversation. It Doesn't Have to Be Awkward, on sale September 21st.
Hey, everyone. It's a dose of Dr. Drew.
It is indeed, and right next to me on the screen is the one and only Eric Roberts and his lovely wife and manager, Eliza Roberts. Eric has a new project. It is called Killer's Vault. It's a podcast in which letters and phone conversations from serial killers reveal their intimate personal thoughts, disturbing childhood memories, the thrill of taking lives, and a desire to kill again. In addition to Eric, Liz Rahm from Law & Order is co-hosting the podcast, and she's had conversations with lots of experts, and as well, it seems like, about how this happens. Where did this come from? Eric,
yeah,
Eliza.
but we can't use those words yet until you introduce our second guest.
Okay, our second guest is Dr. Lisa Strohman. You saw her just last week with us. She is an attorney and a psychologist, but she spent 7 years at Quantico at the FBI Profilers Unit as a visiting scholar. Lisa, say hi so you come up on the screen here.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here.
There she is. So what we're going to do is, because we are frightened of being shit-canned by YouTube, we are, as Bill Maher said this week about the cancel culture, we are going to continue the conversation and talk in more detail about what Eric has learned and what Lisa can provide for us in terms of
Wait,
insight.
hold on. I'm trying to get on the restream so I can shut off the thing. Okay, keep talking.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what you're doing, but at some point I'm going to say we're leaving YouTube, and we'll get off YouTube, and we'll be on Twitch, Twitter. We're going to be on Rumble?
No.
Okay. Twitter. Facebook. Those will be the places you can find us and continue to watch us. Not so much YouTube for fear of being back in YouTube jail.
So you can find all the links on drdrew.tv. And also pick up Paulina and Drew's book while you're over there, too.
Yes, we need your support on the book. It's going into pre-sale now. And I'm watching the Restream chat. And Artie, hold on. Artie and Thomas and AJ, we are not interested in getting shit canned. That's why we're going to move. That's why we're going to move off of YouTube to have the deeper conversations. Because so far it seems like those other platforms will allow us to have conversation.
So yeah, head on over to Twitch. You can hang out with Tom Cigars, or you can see AJ Trombley on Facebook and hang out and have a conversation with them, or even on Twitter. We're available there as well if you like Periscope. But I think the conversations will be really interesting.
Before you let everybody go, one thing about the book that Paulina and I wrote, this is a perfect time for these conversations. All that's going on with Governor Cuomo right now, it's precisely the stuff we were talking about in the book. That's the book, and please pre-order it. Lisa, you'd appreciate this. You know, Paulina has a little segment in the book where she was like, you know, when I was a kid, you'd make me go over and hug the uncle or hug the niece or whatever, and I didn't consent to that. I don't know why, it felt creepy to me. And I thought, wow, we don't think enough about, I hope these days we do, about our automatic kinds of behavior in certain situations where it's sort of paradigmatic or routine, where we've had consent in the past and we keep doing it, and then we generalize to everybody else, assuming that they're sort of automatically consenting, and they are not.
Love that. Love that. I think a lot of my clients will enjoy the book.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm going to go back to Eric and Eliza.
Okay, let's say goodbye to YouTube. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're watching the restream of or you're watching the repeat of this, you're going to have to go over to the other platforms to get it on there. So we appreciate everything. We just don't want to lose our YouTube channel.
We don't want to get shit canned.
Yeah, I'm afraid of the words that will be used today. Some of it may be kind of graphic, so we just want to make sure that everybody's aware of that.
Yeah, we are walking on eggshells at YouTube, which is insanity and ridiculous. And I forget which country I'm living in when I say these things, but clearly the YouTube world is...
Twitter's got a lot of people watching, Facebook too, and also Twitch. So
Great.
See you there.
Great. All right,
Bye,
we'll see you there,
YouTube.
and I'm going to go buy YouTube.